my beautiful internet friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I just want to sit down, do a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me, but using products that I forgot about in my makeup collection. I just want to say I do love all these products. They're all amazing in their own ways. It's just that I have an enormous makeup collection. I own way too much makeup. It's a problem. I'm working on not buying so much makeup this year. It's another little thing of mine. I want to work on buying less, using more. But because I do own so much makeup, a lot of the times I don't use everything in my collection. There's a lot of times where things get forgotten about, they get pushed to the back of the drawer. And it's not that I don't love these products and want to use them more often, it's just that my brain for some reason thinks to use the same 2 or 3 makeup products and that's it. It doesn't think, oh yeah, you have that palette from back in 2016 that you haven't used in a while, maybe use that, you know? It's just oh, what's new? What am I loving right now? Let's use those products. And I'm just trying to revisit some old things, bring them to light, maybe even re-fall in love with them. I don't know, we'll see. Let's go ahead and jump into the makeup. Also, yes, I'm aware my hair absolutely ridiculous. I'm trying to not use as much heat on it because it's not good for color, and it also just damages my hair greatly. So yeah, I'm trying to not heat it as much. The color is definitely fading. We're just gonna roll with it, okay? We're gonna start with our face. I know I usually do my eyes first. I don't feel like doing this crazy extravagant eye look today. I'm not even gonna use actual eyeshadow primer. I'm just gonna use concealer. I wanna be mellow today. I don't feel like being all extra for today. Come back tomorrow. Maybe it'll be different. But starting with primer, this primer I have not touched in at least a year. It's been a hot minute since I used this primer, and that's crazy because it was my all-time favorite primer 2-3 years ago. The Becca First Light Priming Filter. It's the one that looks like it's purple, but it's not purple when you blend it onto the skin. I used to be obsessed with this primer. I feel like it's probably expired, but you know what? A little expired makeup never hurt nobody. But I was obsessed with this primer. I want to say back in high school, I used to use this primer, the other Becca one, or my Smashbox Photo Finish Priming Water. And honestly, I still like all those primers. There's nothing wrong with any of them. It's just they're so expensive, and I have so many good drugstore alternatives and options that spending $38 for a primer is just not me anymore. It's not my style. This is a great product if you're interested in it. I think it's amazing. It makes my skin very, luminous. It's not so much hydrating, but it definitely gives me a nice little glow to the skin. I just feel like I have other products from the drugstore that compare. I don't feel like I need this anymore. I'm not really into glowy primers anymore either. I use more moisturizing ones. So it's not that this primer is bad. It's just it had its time. I'm smarter now. I know I don't need $40 primers to make my makeup look good. Back in the day, I thought the more expensive the product, the better, but now I know that's not the case. So yeah, good primer, just not my cup of tea anymore. I honestly should just go ahead and get rid of it because it's expired. I've used quite a bit of it, but part of me kind of wants to keep it and maybe use it up. I don't know. If this breaks me out, I'm not gonna keep it, I'll ditch it. But if I don't break out from this expired primer, I'm gonna use it up and then throw it away. Now, foundation was kind of hard for me to pick a foundation that I have forgot about because I've been decluttering my foundations recently. I shouldn't say declutter, I've been using up my foundations recently. I told myself that I am no longer buying a new foundation until I use up at least half my foundation drawer. My foundation drawer, yes, whole drawer of foundation, literally got so out of hand I couldn't keep all my foundations in that drawer. And that's when I realized, why do I own so many foundations? I don't need more than 3-4 foundations tops. There's absolutely no reason I need any more than that. And so I have been working on getting rid of my foundations. I think I just threw away 2 bottles yesterday because I completely used them up. I'm working on using up some more bottles. So I don't have any foundations I forgot about because I have been interchangeably using them depending on my shade and all of that, and just trying to use them up for the past probably 3 months now, maybe even 4. But one foundation I did find in my drawer that I actually haven't touched in a while, and I don't even know why. The Joha Truly Yours Natural Finish Foundation Drops. I love this. I think I haven't used it because it's a little too light, so I am going to mix it with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. This is obviously too dark. You can tell in the bottle it's too dark on me, but if I use mainly this, a drop of this, it should be my correct shade. And I'm going to use that on my ColourPop Beauty Sponge. Now, this is a very pretty foundation. It's actually one of my favorite foundations from the drugstore. I think I just stopped using it because I didn't have my shade. I think, because the shade range in this foundation, the Joha one, sucks, like it's horrible. So I think that's mainly why I stopped using it, but it's a very full coverage, very pretty. It does remind me a lot of the Catrice HD Perfecting Drops, or what's that foundation called? It's the foundation from Catrice that everybody loves. It's like Natural HD something. It reminds me a lot of that foundation in the way that like it makes my skin look filtered and flawless. Like look over here compared to over here. This looks like I have a like smoothing filter on it and it looks beautiful and stunning. I would say though the Joha one is a bit thicker in formula, and maybe that's why I don't like it nearly as much as the Catrice one. Catrice, am I saying that wrong? Catrice. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, and I feel like my tongue ring is getting in the way of me talking and saying that word. But yeah, I would say the Joha Beauty one's a bit thicker than that one, and that's why I don't like it as much and don't wear it as much as the other one. But it's still a really pretty foundation, like very full coverage. I'm going to put a little foundation over my eyelids just because I'm not going to go in with an eye primer today. I just want to use like foundation and concealer as a primer. Alright, my foundation on, laid, looks beautiful. Amazing foundation. I don't know why I don't wear this more often. It's so pretty. So for concealer, I actually don't buy concealer like in an excessive amount. I only usually own 1 to 2 concealers at a time, and I don't repurchase concealers until I'm out of them just because when I find something I like it and I don't want to try anything new. Recently I've been obsessed with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh concealer, so I am going to go ahead and use this today. It's a really nice concealer. It's like the only one I own currently. I don't love the shade I have in this. It's a bit too yellow for my under eyes. And I would say I do have a bit of a yellow undertone in my complexion, but like this is almost too yellow. This is the shade Light 45W, so I definitely need to get a different shade in this, but it's a very pretty concealer. It's a very natural, creamy, like skin-like looking concealer. And I haven't forgot about it, it's just the only thing I own right now. And I am going to use some cream products. I haven't forgot about these necessarily. Well, kinda. Cream products and me, we have like phases together. I'll go through a phase where I want to use cream products all the time, and then I'll have other phases where I don't touch them for like 6 months. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand it either, but I have been recently like in love with the ColourPop blush sticks. I hated these at first. I know, I'm a hypocrite, but they stole my heart recently. I don't even know why. So I'm going to mix the 2 shades Aloha and Under Pressure. So again, not a product I necessarily forgot about. I just hated it at first, and now I can't stop using it. I look crazy. I look insane right now. Like, homegirl needs some blending. After I do blend this out, I am going to set my face in place with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Powder. Again, not a product I necessarily forgot about. It's actually pretty new in my collection. But with loose powders, I don't purchase them in an excessive amount. It's just not something I enjoy purchasing and trying out. When I find something I like, I stick to it. And so far, I have been liking this product. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and set our face in place with this after I blend this out. So, BRB. Now dipping in to the powder. I'm going to wipe the foundation off my lips. Just because, you know, it's crusty. Alright, let's add some color back to this face. I look very flat, ghosty, one-dimensional, scary even, if I might add. So for bronzer, again, I didn't have a bronzer that like was super old in my collection that I don't use. Again, I have like 3 or 4 bronzers, and I'm pretty good about interchangeably using them, especially on my YouTube channel. I go between my Milani Baked bronzer, my Flower Beauty bronzer, and like my Essence one. That's really all I own. So I'm gonna dip into my Flower Beauty Heatwave bronzer because it's just, I don't have a bunch of bronzers. I promise you I do have other products here that are older in my collection that I don't use all the time after this product. It's just like for my base makeup, I don't really switch it up. I'm not big on change, okay? So taking a big old fluffy brush, I'm gonna bronze my cheeks up. I love adding bronzer to my look. I feel like I just look more alive when I do this. It's like the favorite part of my makeup routine, besides eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow because I can be creative, but like, just to make myself feel better, adding bronzer makes me go from like a 1 to a solid 4, you know? I am gonna contour my nose with that same powder. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do blush now before we go ahead and do our eyes. Now blush, I actually do have a product here that I have kind of forgotten about, haven't used it on my channel in a hot minute, and that's because it is limited edition, and I don't like to bring back limited edition things onto my channel that I just feel bad when I use products that are no longer available and then somebody asks me what that is or where they can buy it, and it's like, just kidding, you can't buy it anymore. And honestly, I don't really buy limited edition products anymore because of YouTube, because if I can't use it on my channel long term, I don't want to spend my money on it, you know? It's like if I can't show it to you guys and you guys can't love it too, I don't want it. But anyways, today we're going to use the Kylie blush in the shade Crush. Now this particular shade is no longer available, however Kylie does have so many blushes and so many different shades. You could probably find something very similar to this very light pink, slightly peachy blush. It's not anything super special or unique. It's a beautiful color and I love it so much, but it's not unique and it's limited edition, and so I never touch it because even when I'm doing makeup not for YouTube, I just don't really think to grab it. And I don't know, I always gravitate towards my Anastasia blushes. They're what I love, so this kind of gets forgotten about, but today we're gonna use her. And like I said, it's not available anymore, but Kylie does have so many blushes on her website, and honestly, this is not a very unique color. You could find this literally anywhere. There's probably a million dupes at the drugstore. I can't think of one in particular at the moment, but it's just a light pink color. You know, it's not anything too special. I'm really gonna load it up on my cheeks because I love the way blush looks on me. I like that really nice, fresh baby doll appearance. And blush is always the first thing to fade on me, so I really like to load it on. I do a little bit on my nose too. I feel youthful. I feel young. I am young. I'm a child. But you know, I'm an adult. But like, a child adult. Like, I'm not a real adult, you know? Okay, let's go ahead and move on into our eyeballs. I kind of want to do a really light pink halo eye, and when I was thinking of the vibe I wanted to do for this makeup look, this palette was the first thing to come to mind, just because it does give me very spring, light pink, girly vibes, and I actually haven't used it in a very long time, so we're going to bust out the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette here. ColourPop just launches a lot of different products, and I love them for it. I love ColourPop stuff, but because they launch so much, I tend to forget about a lot of their launches and a lot of the products I already own from them because it's always something new with them, you know? It's hard to keep up. I've actually really cut down on the amount of stuff I bought from ColourPop the past 4 or 5 months. I've been really like hammering into myself that I don't need every new collection, and I don't think I've bought anything from ColourPop in quite a while. So we're gonna go ahead and dip into this palette. I did review this palette way back when it first launched, like a year ago. I say way back like it was forever ago. Like a year ago when this palette first launched, I did do a review on it. It's a great palette. I really like it. This was the first palette I think that had the Super Shock formula in the pan, and I think it was the first that had the glitters too. Maybe I'm wrong about the glitters, but I'm pretty sure it was the first to have the Super Shock in the pan. I'm kind of feeling like a light halo eye today. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, just something really light and natural and fresh. I don't know. We're just gonna see what happens on my face. So grabbing a small fluffy brush, we're gonna first dip into the shade Meadow. It's like a really light coral color. We're gonna pack that Meadow shade into our crease. I'm gonna put it in like a circular shape. Usually when I do crease stuff, I kind of wing it out. I'm keeping this pretty rounded because I do want to keep that halo vibe. Okay, now grabbing a bigger, fluffier brush, I'm going to grab the shade Dream Maker and blend this out because clearly it's a little unblended. And we just want it to be a nice, smooth gradient, you know? Okay, I'm now going to grab the shade ICYMI, and I'm going to pack that onto my inner and outer corners. It's like a deeper coral color. And when I do this, you're really going to start to see the shape of the halo eye a whole lot better. See? Like that. Again, I'm not going to do like a super dramatic, super intense halo eye. I don't even think I'm going to cut my crease. I just want this look to be very light and airy and feathery, but still like kind of dramatic. I don't know. I can't decide if I want to use that dark chocolatey brown in this look. I'm going to first put on my shimmer in the middle of my lid. I'm going to take side to side on my finger, and I'm going to pack that onto the center of my lid. I kind of like the way this looks. I don't really want to deepen it anymore. And usually that's not me. I love my very dark and intense looks, but something about this, I kind of like it being a little more light. I don't know. This is a very springy look, and it's like the middle of January, but you know what? That's fine. So yeah, I think that's it for the top lid. I don't really want to do more. This is very pretty. I like it. It was time for me to change it up here on my channel. I'm always doing very dramatic, very intense looks. Here's the light natural look. I think I just did like a no makeup look. That was my last video. But you know what? This is like makeup, but light makeup. For lashes, I'm going to use my ColourPop lashes in the style Chick. Alright, while those are drying, I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. I'm just going to take the shade Meadow and buff it from inner to outer corner on my lower lash line. I don't want to do anything too much down there. That's honestly enough. For my waterline, I'm going to take this ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade, ooh, I don't remember the shade. I want to say it's the shade Overboard. It's worn off the packaging, but it's a very light, shimmering, like champagne color. And I'll pop that into my waterline. This, again, not something I forgot about. It just goes with the look, so I wanted to use it. For mascara, I'm going to pop on my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. This I kind of forgot about. I've been using it more recently. It was my favorite mascara a while ago, but again, I just realized it's too expensive for mascara. And for me personally, I always put on false eyelashes, so it's like, why am I spending $20 for mascara when I put on $5 eyelashes? This is a good one. You know, I like it. It's just like not worth the money for me personally. Okay, well my lashes are still drying, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face before I apply highlighter. I'll apply the highlighter and then we'll see if the lashes are ready yet. So I'm gonna spray my face really quickly. I always like to do this before highlighter because I feel like it makes the highlighter more intense. It applies a lot better. I don't know. I just like it that way. Now this highlighter, I don't even think I've used on my channel because I don't really care for it. It's not my favorite highlighter. It's very pretty. It's just not a very intense highlighter. Like, I want to glow to the heavens kind of girl. I don't go for very light, natural highlights, and when I do, I don't typically use this one because the packaging is just too pretty for me to ruin. Stupid reason, I know. The Smashbox times Vlada? It's Russian, so I'm not too sure on the pronunciation of that. But this was a limited edition highlighter back in the day. Again, another reason why I don't use it on my channel. It's no longer available. The packaging is so pretty though. That's the main reason why I bought it, because the packaging just really sold me. This is in the shade Gilded Rose. It's a very pretty, light champagne highlighter. Again, probably a million dupes on the market. I didn't need to buy this very expensive highlighter, but the packaging is really pretty. I like supporting influencers, even if I can't pronounce their names. So I bought it. So I'm gonna pick up some of that product and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to my cheeks. As you can see, it's not a very intense highlighter. Like, it's pretty. It's a nice subtle glow. But as you guys know, most of the time I'm not a very subtle girl. Like, this look today is very light for me. It's pretty. It's just like not me, you know? I am gonna line my lips with my ColourPop Oh Sis liner. I haven't forgot about the ColourPop liners. I haven't used this one too much recently because it's very warm tone. And I like my warm tones, but like, this is like a little too dark and warm tone for my complexion. It's a very pretty color. It's just not nude on me, and I typically wear nudes, so like that's why I don't wear this. But it's a pretty color and it's very creamy. I like the formula of ColourPop's lip liners. You guys see me use 915 all the time, or 951. I can't remember. It's the one in collaboration with I Love Sarah. I believe this one's in collaboration with Makeup by Shayla. But either way, this is just too dark for my skin tone for an everyday kind of lip liner, but it's still very pretty. And I am going to use the ColourPop Just a Tint lip crayons. Now, I might use two of them. I might use Gimme S'more and Rise and Shine. I'm going to start with Gimme S'more. So I do use these products not very often, but anytime I'm doing like a no makeup look, I do use these lip crayons. But I haven't been doing that like too much recently. I know, again, my last video was that, but for the most part, I have been wearing makeup. I have been wearing like actual lipstick and not like these just a tint. But honestly, I have decolored a lot of my lip products. These were the only things that would go with the vibe I was going for today. So I haven't necessarily forgot about these. They're just not something I use often. So I'm gonna start with Gimme S'more and apply that to my lips. I actually might just use Gimme S'more. I was gonna mix Rise and Shine depending on the color this turned out to be, but this is a very beautiful color. So here is the look without false eyelashes. I'm still waiting for them to dry. So we're gonna sit here and be patient. Okay, I think this one's ready now. We finally got our eyelashes on, guys. Honestly, this look didn't even need eyelashes. I could have not worn them, but you know, I had to be a little Ally, you know, a little dramatic. So here they are. If you're watching this at home and you're trying to recreate it, you don't necessarily need eyelashes. It's not a must-have, but it makes me feel prettier. So here we are. I hope you guys like this look. I think it's very pretty, very like easy, but still very glamorous. It looks like you took a lot of time on your makeup, even though it really didn't take that long. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know down below. I love getting out new products and trying them again, reusing them, rediscovering my love for them. I forgot how much I loved that lip liner and this eyeshadow palette so much. They're so pretty, especially together. Like, this might be my new everyday combo because it's gorgeous. But yeah, if you guys want to see more like Shop My Stash videos or, you know, products I forgot about videos, let me know down below. I think I'm going to go ahead and start doing Flashback Friday again. I stopped doing it for the past several months because my Fridays have been just really hectic and crazy, but they're starting to simmer down a little bit. I think I have time for them now. So if you guys want to see Flashback Fridays again, let me know. But yeah, besides that, I love you guys so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.